Gameranx presents the 10 best co-op games of 2015. Grab a controller, grab a friend if you have any, and follow along on our list in the description below. Let's get started with number 10. The original Magicka game was a legendary co-op game, and the sequel is no slouch. It's a top-down RPG with a heavy focus on casting magical spells, and it's surprisingly awesome. It's a bit flawed, but that kind of gives it its charm, and it's definitely much better with a friend. Overlord Fellowship of Evil might not be out at the time of this video, but it looks like a really awesome 4-player co-op game. The first two Overlord games have a bit of a cult following, even though I don't totally understand why, but it looks like the new one totally just ditches that in favor of some 4-player co-op action. The player character models look totally awesome, and players can actually still use the demonic minions to their advantage in the game. If you're looking for a bit more of a chaotic action RPG with friends, Overlord Fellowship of Evil might just be your thing. At number 8, we have Warhammer Endtimes, Vermintide. This Warhammer game is set during the Endtimes, a bit of a post-apocalyptic, weird, scary world, and it's a first-person co-op action brawler. There's werewolves, knights, and monsters to kill with swords, crossbows, and more. This is a real up-close and personal, action-oriented Warhammer game that lets you go out and find a lot of loot, too. And the best part is that you can play the entire thing with a friend. At number 7, we have the PlayStation exclusive Helldivers. Helldivers is a top-down 4-player co-op shooter that's action-packed, really challenging, and an absolute blast. It's available on PS4, Vita, and PlayStation 3, and if you're a Sony or a PlayStation fan, you really have no excuse to have not played this by now. You choose your equipment, choose your deployment zone, and jump down into a procedurally generated world and shoot stuff. Teamwork is a must, because I'm not kidding, this game is really challenging, but it's definitely worth checking out. Bloodborne, the game everybody knows and loves as an easy, friendly, accessible, nice little game to play. Just kidding, it's the absolute worst and it will completely punish you, but at least playing with a friend makes it a bit better. Of course, actually unlocking and being able to play with another friend is a whole different story and it's a bit more complicated, but playing this engrossing and extremely challenging game is definitely better with a friend. At number 5, we have Dying Light. Dying Light is, of course, the open-world, free-running, action, parkour, zombie-crazy game. It's kind of like a better Dead Island, and the coolest thing about it is that you can play through the entire single-player campaign with 3 other friends. And this is a really long, challenging single-player campaign, so you'll get a lot of your money's worth with your buddies. You can drop in and out anytime, and the game adds special challenges just for co-op players. Dying Light is a really satisfying open-world zombie game that we've seen so many of, but it can get a little bit lonely at times, but thankfully playing with friends makes it even more awesome. At number 4, we have Killing Floor 2. It's basically first-person, action-based, crazy, over-the-top, co-op kind of survival horror. You get to run around, blast a bunch of zombies and monsters, and earn money to upgrade your gear and buy items and loot and stuff. Killing Floor 2 is designed completely from the ground up for a co-op experience with 5 other players. It's basically fighting off endless waves of crazy, huge, scary monsters. So grab a headset mic and load up because you're gonna have a freaking blast with this one. At number 3, we're coming down to the big guns. This time, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming out very soon, and not only will you be able to do drop-in multiplayer co-op with friends, but this time around you're going to be able to experience a 4-player cooperative story mode. Yes, a single-player story mode can now be played with friends once again. We haven't been able to do this since World at War. Say what you want about the Call of Duty series, but the single-player action set pieces are usually pretty awesome and fun to play through. And experiencing all that crazy over-the-top war action with a friend definitely makes it more worth checking out. At number 2, we have Halo 5 Guardians. In Halo 5, you can do 4-player co-op through the entire single-player story this time around. There's a bunch of different characters in the main game, and you're going to be able to drop in and out whenever you want with a buddy. Besides that, of course, there's the obligatory Halo multiplayer that you're going to be able to team up and play with your friends. Judging from past Halos, this is probably going to be a good time. And at number 1, we have Star Wars Battlefront. Not only can you play online co-op with the upcoming Battlefront game, but you can also play split screen. Yes, split screen. That's a word I almost forgot we even had. Battlefront has a co-op mode called Survival. In this game type, you take on different waves of enemies and try to survive for as many rounds as possible. It's pretty much a horde mode for Star Wars games, but those are always fun, right? We're all looking forward to Battlefront so much, and we know you guys are too. And the fact that there's different modes that you can play with a co-op friend make it really awesome. So guys, those were 10 of the best co-op games coming out or already out in 2015. Of course, like I said, you can check out the links for all those games down below. There are many other co-op games out there. We didn't put Fable Legends on this list because as of the time of this video, we don't know if it's coming out in 2015. But there's a lot of co-op games out there that came out this year. So let us know what you're playing. And as always, of course, you can like this video because it really helps us out, and subscribing is even better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.